Okay, so we're going to do an ELISA test. This is a CPL, the canine pancreatic lipase test. And so for this test, we're going to do a snap test, and I'll describe that here in a minute, but I need a Tiger top tube so that we can have the serum separator. Okay, so I've got Allison holding for me. Okay. Alright, so she's going to hold this baby. I'm going to move her ear. And she's got a spot right here on her neck, so I'm going to go to this side, and we're going to get this from the jugular. And I'm just going to wet this with alcohol and let the hair lay down. She's got bad skin. I'm going to pop this back, make sure bevel up. Start feeling for my vein. Slowly but surely. Alright. Finger here. You go ahead and put your finger there.
Yay, good, Debbie.
And so I'm going to get my tube. I'm going to fill it. Okay, so now we're going to go let it sit. Okay, so now I'm just going to write her name and client number on here. How big of an animal? That's fine. Okay, so we got it on here. And so we're going to just let this tube sit over here. It needs to sit and clot for 10 minutes, or 20 minutes actually. It's in the room. Yep. Okay. 20 minutes. Okay, so now our blood has been sitting and clotting. As you can see, it's clotted for 20 minutes. So we're going to put it in the centrifuge for 10 minutes and let it spin so that we can pull serum off of it. So I'm going to put it in the centrifuge. I'm going to put it in slot number 1. And then I'm going to use this tube to balance it. And I'm going to put it over in slot number 4. There's actually one already in there, so I'm just going to leave it in there. Turn on my centrifuge. And we're going to time it for 10 minutes. Okay, so our centrifuge has been spinning for 10 minutes, so I'm going to take out my tube. Okay, and immediately I noticed there is some hemolysis here. So our blood cells have busted open. Okay. That's okay though, it should still run normally. So I'm just going to take this over here. Okay, so now that we're over here, we have a few different things here. We use the CPL snap test by IDEX. So I'm going to open this up. Inside the pack, we have the snap test. We have a pipette. Now, we have conjugate and we have a little tube, mixing tube here as well. So what I'm going to do first is, and by the way, this stuff has been sitting out room temp for 30 minutes now. It's very important that it's room temperature. So I'm just going to pull up my serum and my pipette. And we only need 3 drops for this. So in my little tube, I'll show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 drops of serum. And 1, 2, 3, 4 drops of conjugate. Now, put my lid on and I'm going to invert this at least 4 times. Okay? I'll take the lid off, and next we're just going to pour the mix here into this little spot here. We have to wait and let that go all the way until it gets down here. So while that's running, I'm going to use my snapshot. And we're going to plug in all of this patient's information. And so her name is Mila, so I'm just going to put that under patient. Okay. Species is canine. Gender, she is female. And she is 19 months old, so she's an adult. So now I'm going to hit next. And I have to pick which test I'm going to do, so I'm going to hit CPL. And it tells me here that we need serum. So I'm going to hit next. By the time I've got that done, this has now made it all the way down here, so I'm going to snap it. And then I can place it in either one of these. Okay? And so it automatically has a timer that it'll start running for about 10 minutes, and once that's done, we will check it out. Alright, so our test has stopped running. We're ready to check it. So I'm going to go to results and Mila and view results, and she has a normal CPL, so it is not considered pancreatitis. That doesn't mean it's not pancreatitis. So I'm just going to take this out and throw it away now. And we're going to record these results in the computer. Yes. Alright, so I'm under CPL snap test. I'm going to put some notes in. Normal. And that is literally all we have to do for this. I wanted to back up for a minute because I didn't really explain this. So this is the test itself, and you can see the two little dots. And so your control is here, and then your test is here. So your control, if it's normal, is going to be darker, whereas your test is going to be lighter, or it's not going to be there at all. Now if this test was positive, then the test dot would either be the same color as the control dot, or it would be even darker than the control dot. Slide here that I have mineral oil on, I'm going to just roll my tin plate in it. So we're going to go to the spot here, we're going to pinch it, and so pinching it gives us a good grip, but it also makes the mites move to the surface. And so when you get a skin scrape, you want a layer of hair, skin, and you need blood. So we need to draw blood. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to very lightly start scraping just the top layer of skin. I know you feel it. It's okay. Okay. Start transferring it onto my slide. I don't have any blood yet. Hey, buddy. So I'm pinching it and I'm getting the blood to come to the surface. Okay. So there we have a really good sample of hair, skin, and blood. Okay, so we're going to take a look at our slide under the microscope and see if we see any mites. Okay, so I definitely expected to see some Demodex on here, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything, so I think this skin scrape is negative. Okay, so now we're just going to record our results in the patient record. So I'm going to pull up Max's account. Put in for skin scraping. I go in under notes and timestamp and put that the skin scrape was negative for parasites. Alright, so that's in. So we can look back at it later and know that we did check.